All right, y'all. So I'm back with another video. So today I want to give you guys a quick little follow up on this 70 to 200. Now we had 4 games since the last time I talked about this lens or the introduction to this lens, but we was only able to get to 2 games because 2 of those other ones got canceled. So I've shot with this lens on 2 different games. So basically 2 different occasions. All right. So first and foremost, I just want to let you guys know that this lens with the 90D, to me, that combination is great. And being that this is the very first version of this lens, I guess it's the first version. With the quality of photos that I got. Now, mind you, I'm just a beginner, so the quality of photos might not look good to you, but to me, being a beginner, I feel like this lens is amazing. So I can just only imagine what the newer versions of this lens looks like to my eye. You see what I mean? Because this right here looks amazing. But anyway, I didn't feel like I ran into any issues while I was shooting with the lens and the 90D. The only thing I did feel like I ran into was trying to track. I noticed that I'm not good with tracking shots. So for instance, like my daughter was running from like first to second base and I was trying to maintain, you know, her in my frame, and I was kind of holding, spraying and praying. And I was just trying to follow her, but I was all over the place. So I got to get better at that. But for the most part, I feel like that's my only hiccup that I was having, is that I wasn't able to track, but I was able to get some, you know, burst shots and stuff like that, running from like, you know, second to third and things like that, which you guys will start to see here in some of these photos. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and get into some of these photos, and then I kind of wrap it up, you know, with this lens. But I just wanted to at least jump back in here and show you guys that I did use this lens on 2 different occasions, and I can't wait to use it again. So here's the first photo. I'm gonna make sure I throw these up on the screen as well as I look at them. So if I'm looking down and looking at you guys, just know that I'm looking at the photo, trying to explain a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So this first shot right here, and I got 17 photos I wanna show you guys. I'm gonna try to get to them all. I might skip a few, but let's try to get to them all. So this first shot right here, one of the things I did was I shot everything in RAW. I didn't shoot any JPEGs. I didn't go RAW plus JPEG or anything. I went straight RAW because I wanted to test out my editing skills. So this is a RAW photo that has been edited by me. Now, mind you, I'm a beginner photographer, so my editing skills on photography is not great. I feel like I've been doing video for a while, and I can color grade, you know, video footage and stuff like that. But color grading and doing all this stuff with photos is a whole different ball game. So shouts out to all the photographers and everybody out there who can, you know, color grade the raw stuff. And man, shouts out to you guys. But this is the best that I could do with raw photos. And I think I shot in a neutral profile, if I'm not mistaken. It was a neutral profile, and you know, my settings was on manual, but I shot in a neutral profile, dialed my settings in with a handful of shots, and then I kind of tried to stay within that little range where I dialed in my shots. But this first shot here, what I felt like was a good shot, but one of the things I feel like I messed up on with color grading this shot is like I got my daughter's face still a little dark, so I didn't know how to, you know, bring, you know, up the skin tone a little bit. But I feel like as I, you know, do this a little bit more, I feel like I'll get better. You know what I'm saying? The next photo right here was a good photo as well. I feel like with this photo, everything came out pretty good, and I color graded this, and I kind of color graded all these photos along the same lines as like the first photo, because that's what was pleasing to my eye. But I feel like I got a little bit too much ground in the forefront there, but at the same time, I feel like the photo came out really, really good. This next photo right here was another photo that I was amazed by, because I got the dirt kicking up off the ground. And when I got that shot, because I was spraying and praying, so mind you, I'm holding the button, I'm in AI servo, I'm just holding the button, spraying and praying. And, you know, out of all those shots, it came out with this shot. To me, that was the best shot. And I saw the ground and the dirt kicking up, and I felt like I was on. I was like, I'm doing this. I'm a professional now. Like if I can get the dirt showing like that in the photo, I'm lit. You know what I'm saying? So right then my head got big. I saw the photo in the camera and my head got big, and I just started, you know, thinking I can do it all. You know what I mean? So then the next photo which still was another one of those photos inside of that group, that burst that I had. Just another cool photo. I edited with the same settings and so forth, man. But I felt like this was a good photo to kind of share as well. I like the color of the jersey and all that. I felt like I brought the colors out in these photos as well. And then right here, this photo I edited, but I didn't put too much color into it because I was trying to do something different. So it doesn't look as vibrant as the previous photo. But this photo here, I like it because she's coming from third base, coming into home, and you can see like the dust kicking up around her cleats, man. And I thought that was amazing right there. This next photo here, again, coming in the home, spraying and praying, and you can see all that dirt and dust kicking up. And again, like I said, I just felt like once I started seeing that type of stuff in my shots, because I was never really getting those kind of shots with like the other lenses and stuff like that. I was just getting pretty much static shots, you know. But when I was able to sit there and just kind of get the camera, AI servo, focus on her and just hold the button and just let the camera do the work, this is some of the stuff that was coming out, and I thought that was great. All right, so this next group of photos is from the second game, and this is when they had on their black uniforms, and I love these black uniforms. I feel like it looks really nice. So just going through these photos as well, again, different day. The sun was shining different angles. I mean, and on top of that, with this lens, I noticed that I was able to get through the fence easy too. So that's just a plus for this lens right here. But anyway, this first shot right here was her coming up to the plate, and I thought this was a cool shot, spraying and praying, you know what I'm saying? And this is what came out. A lot of other shots throughout this time, because I got her walking all the way up to the plate from the batter's box all the way up. So I just holding the button and, you know, basically just picking which photo I wanted after that, which I think is really cool. You know what I'm saying? That you can pick what photo you want, because you got so many, you can just pick what you want, you know? And just watching her get herself ready. This next photo, like you see here, she just getting ready in the batter's box and stuff like that. And then this third one right here, I mean, just the colors and everything, I thought it was nice. I still need to work on trying to, I want to call it color grading. I need to work on, you know, editing and color grading these photos better in RAW. I'm not that great with that. So what I'm going to do is the next game, I'm probably going to shoot JPEG and RAW. I'm probably going to change a few settings. I might, you know, shoot in standard or something like that. I'm not sure, but we'll see. You know what I'm saying? And then this photo here is just, again, just in the batter's box, but I just like the colors and I just like the way it looks, you know what I'm saying? And the way she's looking at the picture and stuff like that. I just thought that was really cool. And this is pretty much the same photo. Like I said, I'm just spraying and praying again on this photo here. And then this next photo is her getting ready to hit the ball. And I thought this was a great shot, but as you can see, I cut off her elbow on that shot. So, you know, I got to work on that as well. That's something else I know I got to work on, is framing better. Because what happens with me is I have a tendency to, right before I press the button, I feel like I get nervous. You know, it's like, uh-oh, is my settings right? Is everything right? And then I'll press it, start spraying and praying, you know what I'm saying? Getting a couple of frames per second. And then I start looking back at the photos and I noticed that I was moving to the left, moving to the right and all of that stuff, man. But I had a lot of great photos because of the image stabilization, the autofocus and all that stuff, man. All these little buttons and knobs and all this stuff actually works. And it comes in handy, man. Really comes in handy. So this next photo here is, again, her getting ready to hit the ball. And if you notice by her cleat, you got that dirt kick up. Anytime I see that dirt kick up, I get lit because I feel like I'm doing the right thing. But again, my framing could have been a little bit better. You see what I mean? And my color grading or editing could have been a little bit better on these photos as well. And then this next photo, I felt like the framing was better. I got a little bit more of her in the frame. Oh, let me move this out of the way. I got a little bit more of her into the frame, as you can see, and I just thought it was a good shot as well. And then she actually hit the ball and got to first base, so she got a single out of that, and I thought this was a cool shot. I had to run down to first base. I'm outside the fence, mind you. I had to run outside the gate to get this shot, and I thought it came out crispy. The way the sun was kind of shining on her helmet right there, I felt like that was really crispy, and where her taking off her, I think it was her elbow pad and stuff like that. I thought that was really, really crispy, man. And then her handing her elbow pad to the first base coach. I had to get that shot. And again, I'm just spraying and praying at this point. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking straight through the fence. The camera and the lens is getting straight through the fence. You know what I'm saying? So the fence ain't even in the way. It's almost as if like the fence is invisible. And that's crazy. Because when I'm shooting with the other lenses that I got, I have to try to get in between the fence. But with this lens, I can just point at the fence and just get straight through there. You see what I'm saying? No matter what, I could just put the fence, I could just get straight through the fence. So I thought that was awesome right there. And then this next shot, you know, I guess her coach was talking to her about, you know, her hit and stuff like that and getting a single. And I thought that was cool because she was smiling. So, you know, I got that shot as well. And basically, man, that was all of the shots that I got. I mean, obviously, I got way more shots than that. I got over, if I'm not mistaken, I'm looking at the computer here. Let me see. I think I got over 200 and something between both games, maybe 200 or 300 and something that I saved that I still got to go through and kind of weed out the ones that I don't like. But those 17 photos were just a handful that I wanted to share with you guys, man, just to let you know that I'm using the 70 to 200 and I'm overly excited about it, man, and I cannot wait to shoot the next game. So before I get out of here, I just want to let you guys know, stay tuned, man. I'm going to have a video kind of showing you guys what I like to take to the actual field to do my live streams and everything I take to get my photos and stuff like that. So just basically kind of like a what's in my camera bag for live streaming and doing sports photography at the game all at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So just stay tuned for that as well, man. But anyway, I'm going to get up out of here, man. It's been a quick little follow-up on the 70 to 200. I'm enjoying this lens. I'm loving this lens. And I feel like this lens was a great purchase, man. So with that, I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.